Do you need an intro and outro for your podcast? So, is an intro and outro necessary for your podcast? The short answer is no, not really, especially when you're starting out. Now, here's the thing, I would recommend doing a trailer. A trailer will basically give what your podcast is going to be about, who you are, what they can expect as far as like how many episodes is going to be published. Is this going to be every week? Is it every week on Tuesday? Is it every week on Thursday that you're going to be doing episodes? And like a mini call to action, like to subscribe or sign up. So having a trailer will be awesome for this. In the beginning, I would say no. Having an intro and outro is not really necessary because the thing of it is you are mixing audio and it is very important to keep this process in the beginning as smooth as possible. I'm all about simplicity in the beginning. Now, as you continue to grow, you can then mix in a intro and outro. So your intro and your outro will be a pre-recorded snippet of what the podcast, who you are, what the podcast's about. And then the outro will be something like, hey, if you like this episode, definitely let me know. Leave me a review. And I love people following me on Instagram. You can send me a DM. Here's my Instagram handle. Okay. So that would be the outro. Those are the two different. And what you would do is you would then pre record those and then you would add those audios in the beginning and then in the end of your podcast. Now, I've seen some people, they'll do an intro of the podcast. They will do their intro or their theme music after they have introduced the episode. And then they'll go into the episode. And then at the end, they'll have the regular or normal call to action. I've done both. I've done it all. So in the beginning, I actually paid someone on Fiverr to do my intro and my outro for me. And then I added the music from Pixabay. Pixabay is free. You can actually use their music. They have royalty free music, instrumental music that you can use and you can add into the background of your intro and your outro. So I paid someone on Fiverr to do my intro and my outro, and then I added music myself on there. And then what I did was every time I do my episode, I will plug in, so I'm mixing, so I will plug in the intro that the person did for me. And then at the end, I will add the outro. Me personally, starting off, I probably would just have record like I'm doing now. I would have just recorded my episode and then, baked in my call to action at the end with the episode. Then, as I got more and more into it and developed my own flow for my podcast, then I would have added an intro and then added an outro. So as you go along, you will grow over time. Now, some people probably like, Candace, what you're saying is wrong, but they're not me and they don't see what I see. Everybody wants to teach bells and whistles. Like, you need to have your intro, you need to have your outro, you need to plug in and add, you need to be doing a couple of ads. That can lead to burnout. And it led to burnout for me, which is why I had a total of 3 VAs in my lifetime doing my podcast. I no longer have them anymore due to budget, but I do everything myself. When you're doing things yourself, you're thinking to yourself, what is the simplest thing as possible? I do recommend if you do want to do your intro and outro, if you can do it, if you have it within your budget, have somebody on Fiverr do it. They have plenty of people who do voiceovers and have them do it for you. Then that way, all you got to do is just plug it in. So that's what I did when I first started off. Is I had someone record it for me and I just plug it in. I no longer use that one because my podcasts have grown so much over time. I've evolved over time, but trying to elevate my message a little bit more. So that's the reason why I no longer have the intro that I used to have. If you listen to my earlier episodes, you would definitely hear it, but I no longer have that anymore. I just like to keep it simple, deliver my message, help people, and that's pretty much it. So that's the reason why I don't do all those fancy bells and whistles. I'm not deterring you from doing that. You can definitely do the fancies. My thing is, and what I've seen in the past is you can easily get burnt out. So keep it simple. Okay. So, like I say, it's totally up to you, but I would highly recommend recording your trailer. Do your trailer, have that uploaded, then at least people will know, who you are, what's this podcast all about, when they can expect it, and then a call to action is to subscribe or download the episode. At least you'll have that, and then you can go ahead and get rolling with your podcast episode. So I hope this was helpful. Until the next episode, bye.